Welcome back, everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor, and I'm Jewel, and we're on the Jewel's Peaceful Valley map, and we're gonna do some more painting fields and getting them adjusted and where we want them. Now I was looking, and I'm gonna adjust these because I don't like the way the hills are. It's not really a spot for square fields. That was more of an example earlier on, so we need to get it situated. And I'm thinking we need to make sure we don't go too close to the water, but close enough, right? We want to leave room. So let me paint out some tree line here. So we're going to pick forest ground in this list here. There we go. We'll go ahead and paint that down to show that we're not putting nothing past here. Because we don't want stuff going in the water as far as fields are concerned. Alright. And I think that's close enough. Now I'm thinking that I'm going to put a big old field there. But let's put a little more forest ground on this line. Like so. Roughly speaking. And then of course it's going to come around. Because you got this hill here. See it? So let's make that bigger. Alright. But anyway, I appreciate all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Go ahead and smash that like button if you like these types of episodes and you want to see more. I appreciate everybody. Let's get this going. So we've got trees around the water. Or at least we will. And we're just going to bring it on down and say, hey, there's trees, or we'll put a beach or whatever we need. We'll figure that out then. We just want to kind of protect that corner. Alrighty, so I'm thinking I would like a big field right here. I'm trying to decide how I want this road to be. As you can see, I like it to have a pretty straight road, and only in certain areas. I like to be able to get on across the map and get to the other side quickly without a bunch of stuff, and then you can have your little turnoffs, you know. So this one's pretty straight, and I'm trying to decide, am I going to go straight still, or am I going to turn and then let it come from here, or what? So I'm trying to decide how I want it. Let me back up so we can look at it. I'm thinking straight. But then again, if I don't bring it over like to here, we're wasting all this space, or we're going to probably put trees in here. My thinking is I'm going to have trees all down this indoor rocks and whatever else too. We still got to adjust this back to where it's till you can't see it under the water, and then it'll make it look proper when you look out. But we ain't worried about that. That's an easy thing to do. So I'm not worried about doing it right now. We know there's going to be trees all down here as well. So I could paint some of that just to get us an indicator, you know, because there's going to be trees and rocks all on these little places, you know. Some of that's going to be painted mountain, so I ain't going to paint too much of it right now. So some of this is going to be painted mountain stuff too, potentially, or I may build it up, I don't know. But basically, I'm just giving it an idea that there's going to be trees, rocks, whatever, something's going to be here, like so. And we just want to keep that. And I'm thinking we might put all trees in between here, where this is a whole ton of trees and stuff. So when you come over here, you're working to cut all that down. And then, whoop, get back in the view. And then you're working and you get all these trees cut down. And then you're like, oh wow, mountains. You know, you'll be able to see all this. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. I don't really necessarily need the room for fields, I don't think. If somehow I need it, I'll use it. But right now, I'm thinking we're going to paint it. So let's just paint it, and if we change our mind, hey, then we'll make fields there. For right now, I'm going to say this is our cutoff up here. It's going to be trees. Trees, everyone. We'll put in little trails, okay? We'll have little riding trails that gets us all down here and everything. And I want to go too far because I got to make some of that rocks. But you get the point. We're just distinguishing it for this this little area. Alright, so that's done. So now we know, and this will be whatever tree, some trees. Let's go ahead and put a little bit there. We don't necessarily have to do all trees, but something, Then we're going to have rocks up here, obviously. But we're going to have to worry about them later. I really don't know which one I want to pick yet. I mean, they got different ones. They got this different rocks, which I'm not a fan of, some of them. But I'm just going to put a little there just to say, hey, we're not finished. We're going to do a little painting of it later, but just to give an idea that some of this is just going to be rock stuff. And we'll pick other ones and adjust it. So I'm not worried about that. I don't want to do the little teeny detail work right now. I'm just getting the basics done. But you can see I'm not a big fan of this rock. It just, that's gravel alpine actually. That's gravel. Let me see. Where do we have rock? Is that any better? No, not really. I'm just not a fan of it. Am I the only one? Maybe that's a little better. Let me get in there and see. It's not much better. It's somewhat better. But we're gonna paint that and have different levels of. You can paint different rocks to get different effects. So we're not gonna worry with that right now. Then they got these mountain rock ones. You can look at that. So I really ain't a big fan of much of them either. I like Farm Sim 17 rock. I'm sorry. This feels too. See how when you back out it looks like that? I don't like that. It's too uniform. I like the way it used to look. And I get when you look closer it looks better, but it's going to repeat too much the same. So if they would have been able to do it where it looked different, so I don't like the way that looks. But we'll worry about that later. And this will be an island, and it'll have some trees, but I ain't going to paint it right now. And then we got this little campground area. It's going to have more trees. This whole area here is going to be having trees in it, but we're not going to paint that right now either. I want to finish up some of these fields, and this one is a rock that we painted here just to give an example, but I'm not a fan of that rock too much either. But we'll see, because we got to show like there's an area here because it's got that edge to it. So we'll make sure we paint that forest as well, because we're going to have rock and the forest stuff. So we'll just shrink this down a little bit and go on and say, hey, don't go too far, but we got this and we're good. We can shrink this down and put some trees there. Alright, so that'll give us the trees. So when we're driving this road, we're going to have trees there. So it's going to block up some of that, but we'll have little spots that you can see through to the water. And some of this we may adjust the ground because we got to fix the road. It's all messed up, so we got to do that. And then these was painted for like a house and a shed, but what I'm thinking is I want a field here, so that looks, like a field. So we're gonna hit the field thing, and we're just gonna paint it and go up the hill a little bit, and then come around. And some of that ground's gonna have to be adjusted. The road's gonna have to be adjusted. There's a lot to it, so we'll see what ends up happening. And again, this road we can change. I don't know if I'm gonna even put a road like that. I may change it. I don't know. I want to look at it and see. So we know that that road could come on in straight and give us more room, or, because this is a little close, let's get rid of that. I don't like it. Control R on the grass, grab this, and that don't have to be there. And then we got a place for a house and a shed here, and this could be the field. Now we can adjust the field more as we go, but for now that's pretty good. You know, we can do whatever we need with it if we need to curve it or whatever. And we could make this road be the road and put the house there, or we could make this be the road and then have trees on this side and then have the other stuff on this side. I'm thinking we're gonna make this guy go straight. So let's get that um, square brush and let's pick this road, and we're gonna do our best, but it ain't gonna be perfectly steady. But we're gonna give it the point and just head this way. We'll straighten her up better later, but the point is we're heading that way. So it's not gonna be perfect. We can make it more perfect as well. It's just not wanting to push with this mouse for some reason. And you can use the script to do this. I just don't need to. It's just a little bitty piece. If I was doing the entire map road system, I would use that. But right now I'm just doing a little piece, so I don't want to, you know, do all that for that. One little strip. Alright, so this is going to bring back a little bit. It's so hard to get it to do right. This mouse is, it's very much not cooperating. Let me come down where I can actually get in there and see. Alright, now we can see. Maybe it'll work out better this way. Alright, let's get it. Oh, well, that's okay. We'll get rid of that, because it went too far anyway. Now we can hit this. And let's see if I need to shrink it a little and pull to this side. Okay, so a little bigger. There. Let's see if that's good. There we go. That'll make more sense. Okay. And then we'll just make that road straight and adjust it when we sculpt it. And we'll fix the grass when we do that. And we can adjust this grass here. And we'll move on up a little. Let's see what we got here. There we go. We'll go ahead and take that away. Right. Oh, undo. You have to hit the right button there. I hit the sculpt mode accidentally. Let's get some of that off in case it's too wide. Then when we click it, we're good to go. And we get right along. Makes it easier. And anything we need to adjust, we can. And if we need to take some of the away, Control R on the grass and take it away. Take this away and roll up. And then we'll get this up, undo again. I didn't turn it off good. There we go. And we're just going to head on down like that till we get where we need to be. And we're just going to keep chucking along. Hit the wrong thing, undo. Undo again. There we go. Up. Get that one. And off we go. And we'll fix that wherever it needs it. Control R, grab it over here. Grab it over there. Not too bad. And fix this one. And didn't grab it back. So gotta fix that. Didn't grab that one. And off we go. And we're pretty close to where we're satisfied at. We'll just get some of that off. Some of that. Do like so. Alright, so now we'll see how far we actually take it. I don't know if I want to go too much further. I just want a road into there. I don't know if I really want... we're going to make it dirt road stuff here. So I think I'm going to hold it up right here. Or at least for now. So we're going to grab that. Square all this up again. Go a little further there. Fix this. And fix that. Alright, so we're going to hit save. Let it do its thing. And then we can paint if we want to paint more trees, or we may do some small stuff over here, but we can't go too close to the edge is the thing. We could make some small square ones if we want. I'll have to think on it. Let's see. Like this road's got to be all adjusted. That one's a little bit more adjustment. There's probably going to be some trees here. This one's going to have to be situated a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. And then we're going to have to deal with this area. It's going to have some of this we might bring up a little. This is so low. Okay. So that road's going to go bye-bye. So let's get rid of it. And Control R and get this right on out of here. Put that where it should be. And if I need to, I can adjust it if you go too far. And this road hadn't been adjusted anyway, so let's go on back what we're doing and get that right out of there. We're going to get rid of all that because we're going to redo that area. And so we're going to say they're coming down the road, and we'll either have a big house at the end of the road. Let me see. Where should we put it? Is it level? We could put it there. We could put a house here. And then put the field next to it. We'll paint one. Let's paint a concrete square. We'll come down and go to concrete up here. And we'll just say, hey, there's a house. But anyway, we're going to call that here. We did quite a bit and the video is going to get too long. But we fixed the road. We got a couple fields there. We got some um, forest area painted. And we're going to call that here. But I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.